Should a Christian marry a Muslim? The reply relies on your beliefs. However, this video talks about the similarities and variations between the two faiths. We will additionally talk about the necessities of interfaith marriages and the challenges of such unions. You may also learn from this video on the variations between Christians and Muslims. There is plenty of confusion concerning the query, however, do not be concerned. We have compiled the complete information to interfaith marriages that may allow you to make the suitable selection. Spiritual variations between Christians and Muslims. There are various spiritual variations between Christians and Muslims, and you can also make attention-grabbing dialogue subjects by presenting these variations, courtesy and respectfully. For example, Christians are inclined to deal with Jesus' demise, whereas Muslims place a better worth on the Quran. Each religion's worth prayer, almsgiving, and the significance of following prophets. The variations between Christianity and Islam are huge and sometimes trigger warfare. Each religion considers in a robust God. Muslims, nevertheless, view God as a fierce warlike deity. Against this, Christians and Jews see God as a loving, compassionate being. Of their religions, they consider in the identical God, who dispatched down the Torah and the Gospel of Jesus. The variations between Christians and Muslims are as various because of the beliefs of the individuals who follow them. Nonetheless, one frequent thread between these faiths is that God is in the end the identical. The Particular Marriage Act of 1954 regulates interfaith marriages. Beneath this act, a pair should publish their intention to marry 30 days previous to the marriage day. The proportion of interfaith marriages has practically doubled from 20 PC within the 60s to around 40 PC in 2000. These numbers recommend that conventional spiritual norms are weakening, and that a growing variety of couples are getting into interfaith marriages. This transformation is mirrored within the variety of interfaith marriages. In addition to the acceptance of mixed faith relationship. Because of this, the Church should not restrict interfaith marriages, however, reasonably encourage it. Challenges of interfaith marriages. Interfaith marriages have gotten more and more frequent, however, they do current distinctive challenges. Because the practices of each faiths differ considerably. There is a want for couples to barter the spiritual guidelines and restrictions related to every religion. In Canada, for instance, marriages between Muslims and Roman Catholics pose explicit challenges. Profitable interfaith marriages should navigate a wide range of cultural and non-secular traditions, together with dietary restrictions and costume codes. There are various advantages of interfaith relationships. Couples who marry from completely different faiths are typically higher communicators and extra prepared to achieve in settlement on necessary points. They usually be taught to compromise on lesser priority guidelines and practices. In the end, they be taught to respect each other's traditions and values. And whereas interfaith marriage's current distinctive challenges, additionally they provide the advantages of spiritual understanding. Within the Netherlands and Turkey, an examine discovered that Muslims have been more likely to maintain adverse attitudes in the direction of interfaith marriage. This can be due to the spiritual boundaries between the two religions. Nonetheless, a major minority of Muslims did not share the adverse attitudes towards interfaith marriages. The findings recommend that spiritual beliefs and the extent of overlap between Christian and Muslim communities are linked to attitudes towards interfaith marriages. One other issue within the adverse perceptions of interfaith marriages is the study spiritual perception of Muslim individuals. They have a larger tendency to reject interfaith marriages after they have been youngsters of Christians. This can be a mirrored image of sturdy spiritual beliefs or a perceived commonality between Islam and Christianity. The examine additionally discovered that there is a sturdy correlation between academic attainment and attitudes towards interfaith marriage. The variety of interfaith marriages is rising in each the US and Canada. Whereas it is not straightforward to reconcile completely different beliefs, interfaith marriages may be pleased and profitable if each companions are devoted to creating them work. The secret is to seek out frequent floor and place your loved one's finest pursuits first. Spiritual variations must be revered and dealt with respectfully. It is best to love your accomplice, no matter their beliefs, and will have a good time, their holidays with them. Getting married in a unique religion may be difficult, and you will seemingly need to know extra concerning the religions of your companions. In America, most marriages are civil, not spiritual. However, some religions might prohibit interfaith marriage or require sure necessities. Although an interfaith marriage is a superb thought, some ethnic religious teams would possibly object to it. You will need to think about a ceremony that has spiritual symbols or customized. Additional considerations about intermarriage. Islamic laws apply. Divorce. Legally in Islam, a woman can be divorced by pronouncement. This quick and easy way supports impulsive behavior and results in confusion and a lack of paper documentation. Custody. Children in Islam belong to the husband. He can take them from the wife entirely after they have reached an age of about 8 years old. Some of our friends have lost their children this way, and because of it others live in fear of marital breakup. It is against Muslim law for a woman to take her children out of the country without the father's permission. If he is unavailable, she must obtain consent from another man in his family. Polygamy. Multiple marriages are being certified through mosques. It is not always clearly explained, if other wives exist, that these marriages are not legal, and that these wives have no legal rights of marriage. They are considered single and even encouraged to apply to the state for aid when they become mothers, as single mothers. Rights. The Quran and Hadith grant husband other rights, which could be unacceptable to Western wives. For example, the Muslim marriage contract entitles the man to not only exclusive, but also on-call sexual services from his wife, regardless of her activity or mood at the time. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Thanks for watching and remain blessed.